Sticking with this game for a second, Haliburton, to circle back to him, 32 points, 12 boards, 15 assists, 4 steals, 0 turnovers. I was wondering, where does that rank? That game, that's a hell of a box score. Where does it rank in regards to best performances of the playoffs so far? So I fired up Basketball Reference this morning to try and figure that out. So JD, hit me with that top 5.
Top 5, top 5, top 5. Top 5, top 5.
Yeah, top 5 player performances from the postseason so far. Now, I had one criteria when I was looking on Basketball Reference. Had to come in a win, I decided. All right, pretty important. It's the whole point of this damn thing. Had to come in a W for the best games. So that eliminated, Jokic had a 44 and 15 game. Came in a loss. Donovan Mitchell had a 48-point game. Came in a loss to the Pacers. Tatum had a 42-point game versus the Magic. That was in a loss. LeBron had a couple actually really good box scores in losses to the Wolves. So I removed those. These are the top 5 playoff performances in a win, and I ranked them by game score. Nothing subjective here. I wanted to see, where does Haliburton's rank game score? For those that don't know, that's a rough measure of a player's productivity for a single game. Hollinger came up with it. It's taking into account sort of the entire box score, right? In terms of your efficiency and not turning the ball over and all the other stats. So I was shocked. Haliburton's game 4 last night versus the Knicks, number 5 on the list. That 32, 12, and 15 game with 0 turnovers and the 4 steals. A 36.4 game score. And I was like, wow, there were 4 better performances in regards to that stat? Yes, there were. Let's go through them. Jokic, game 4 versus the Clippers. Just beat Haliburton. 36.7 game score. 36 points, 21 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 2 turnovers. That was the game that tied that series 2-2 versus the Clips. I was like, okay. Sticking with that series. Kawhi Leonard's game 2 in that series versus the Nuggets. 37.4 game score for Kawhi. This one all was about his efficiency. He scored 39 points, shooting 15 and 19 from the floor. 5 of 5 at the line. He sprinkled in 5 assists, 3 boards, some defensive numbers. He was a +6 in that game. That was a 1-possession game. That was a 105-102 win for the Clips. That one, that makes sense because it's just so efficient. 15 and 19, that was like when it was like, ooh, that's looking like Raptors Kawhi there from the 2019 championship run, if you remember that game. Number 2 on the list, Anthony Edwards, game 4 versus the Lakers. 37.9 game score. He scored 43 points. He had 24 in the second half. He did a lot of his damage at the free throw line. He went 14 of 17 in that game, but he hit 5 threes from deep. He had 9 boards, 4 of them on the offensive glass, 6 assists, and only 1 turnover. And that was in the game that really sort of put away the series for Ant there in game 4 to put them up 3-1. But the number 1 playoff performance, according to game score, this postseason, Jamal Murray's game 5 versus the Clippers. How wild is this list? 3 of these games, 3 of these performances in that series. Jamal Murray, game 5 versus the Clips, 39.9 game score, 43 points on just 1 free throw attempted. He went 1-1 at the free throw line, 17 of 26 from the floor, 8 of 14 from deep, 5 boards, 7 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, and only 1 turnover for Kitchener's finest in that game 5 that put them up 3-2 in the series. So, yeah, there you go. Those are the best ones according to game score. Now, a couple honorable mentions. Tatum had a great series-clinching game 5 versus the Magic. Monster game from him. Brunson had a 39 and 12 game 4 versus the Celtics in the second round. That was the game that Tatum actually got injured. Mm-hmm. Huge game from Brunson. Gary Trent Jr. and Buddy Hield both had games this postseason where they hit 9 3-pointers each. Mm-hmm. They make sort of the short list here. And then my final note, SGA has 3 of the top 13 best game scores that came in a win this postseason. I think he's a little lower on these. I thought he would be in one of these top 5s, but, maybe some of the efficiency numbers. His best was probably game 2 versus the Wolves here in the West Finals. Really strong efficiency in that game. He only had 1 turnover as well to 8 assists. So otherwise, he's had a lot of good performances, as a lot of these guys have. When you add the losses, there's a lot of Jokic in the monster numbers he put up.
I think he also had like a 42-22.
He did.
In a win.
He did.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I'd also maybe throw Aaron Nesmith game 1 against the Knicks into the mix.
8 3-pointers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save the game for him.
Yeah. Again, this was not subjective. This was just like game score. Let's see what the numbers say. Again, I thought Haliburton would be higher, but you're right. There are other performances where you're like, that's huge. That like changed the series.
Yes.
I mean, it's a completely different series if the Knicks just win that game.
Yeah.
So, huge one.
A lot of crying Knicks fans while we were in New York in a bar because of Aaron Nesmith.
That
really.
was still crazy.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about those people that left. They're like, we got it. Game 1, Knicks, baby. Let's go party, boys. Get your jackets. I already paid the bill. Let's go. There's 90 seconds left or 2 minutes left. We're up huge. Let's rock.
See ya.
And then they found out, I don't know, maybe on their phones or maybe in the morning. Who knows? But there you go.